So Dave, thank you for taking time to join me.
You are welcome.
I want to point something out. You just entered your 10th year of working with me and the team here at East Maine Media. How does it feel to been kicking around these parts for 10 years?
When I think about when I came and met with you the first time in Montclair, it's pretty crazy to think that was like a decade ago.
We must be having fun, Dave, because time has flown.
That's true, yeah. I mean, we've done a lot and it has gone very fast.
It has. What's it like being part of our team, all the way down the East Coast in Orlando? What's it like being down there and still working at full capacity,
Doing this and coming down here and kind of just taking that leap. And that was something that our family did because my wife ended up getting a job down here, has worked out really well for us. And we really love it down here. And it's, I enjoy working from home. And I think, you can be just as effective as you are coming into the office. It's just different because you're not getting that experience of going into the office every day and kind of seeing everybody and getting kind of to be part of the team in that way. But, it's just different in ways.
Well, we miss you, Dave. It's not the same without you up here. But of course, we're generally all remote now anyway. And maybe one day, I hope and I expect our plans will move forward to having a bigger and more robust presence for the company down there. And that's certainly what we intended and has been put on hold due to the pandemic. Your role over the last at least 5 to 6 years. I mean, frankly, your entire time with East Maine, with our company, it really was dedicated to one account. You were responsible for getting out hundreds of television episodes, for air on PBS. And, that era has come to an end. How do you feel about it? What's it like, having that off the table?
The easiest way to sum it up is that it's just different. Of course, if you work with a client for as long as we did and kind of that was your everyday, that was my 40 hours a week, every single day was dedicated to that one client. So, you get into kind of that groove of how you operate with those producers and kind of how that team and how that works together. And then, they kind of have that big kind of turn where now it's something completely different. I mean, I think it's good in the way that it's good to kind of just flex different types of your muscles as an editor. Not that you're not using all your skills, but there are just different types of problems and different types of work that you're doing. So to kind of have that switch has kind of it's a little bit of a challenge just because it's doing things now that I'm not used to doing. I'm capable of doing them, but just kind of they're different. So I think my day-to-day has changed a lot in kind of what I'm handling, but it's good for me, I think, to keep my mind sharp and in a different way because you get so good at being efficient and kind of operating in this organized fashion, which is excellent because that's what the client needed. And now it's just a different day-to-day schedule and a different, people you're working with. So to have that change is, again, it's I keep using that word different, but I think, it's good because I'm still learning things and using different skills.
I want to stop and plant a flag right here, which is, I'm really proud and excited about the work that you've done recently with Kayla, right? So Kayla is senior producer in-house here, and you two have stepped up together to really take the helm of producing content for Tap Into TV. And it's great, I mean, you guys, I'm really proud of that work and how you've both come together and really springboarded those efforts. So that all being said, me blowing up your spot a little bit, right? What advice do you have to that person that you were, that right out of college, want to be an editor, want a career in media?
I would say is make sure you're passionate about what you do, no matter what it is, because, if you don't have any of that fuel or, to your fire to make you want to do it, it won't happen. So I would say, make sure you have the passion. And if you don't, find the thing that you do have that passion for and use it, and then you'll be successful.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm going to connect all the dots here because, I'm really excited for the evolution of what we do and what the future holds. And, it's an honor to work with you and Kayla and the whole team here. And I thank you publicly and profusely, for your many years. Dave Ammirata, senior editor here at East Maine Media. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you for having me.